One of the biggest things about creativity, one of the factors that underlies it most, is the ability to take risks, the ability to feel comfortable in making mistakes and knowing that your teammates are going to support you and knowing that you can rely on their competencies. The teams that are most successful are the teams where individuals are willing to support each other and trust each other inherently. Sure, I can go off and work on my own thing and try and take credit for myself, and I may look good in the short term, but over time, that's not going to produce a very cohesive team. And the teams that do the best in terms of individual outcomes and teams outcomes are those who are willing to take time to support each other, to share credit, to give each other feelings of gratitude and share empathy, because that's how we know we trust each other. We're not keeping track. We know our goals are the same. And so the outcomes for teams that do have compassion and empathy tend to be the best. They tend to be the most resilient in times of challenge. And over time, they tend to have the best outcomes in terms of creativity and success. If you think about it, the human mind evolved to work with other people face to face. And so when you and I are talking, I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm also encoding a ton of information from you, your emotional and affective responses, your inclination to believe me or not, to support me, to share what I'm feeling. So when people are working remotely or asynchronously, these become big challenges. I mean, why do people use emoticons? It's like the barest bones way they're trying to express some emotion there, and that's the rudimentary tool they have. So I think moving forward, where people are working in this environment, that the challenge becomes one of figuring out how to surface that information in a way that the mind will take it and that doesn't require much effort. The challenge is, how do we build these cues into the technology? So we're doing a lot of work with colleagues at MIT where we can show we build social emotional cues into avatars or into social robots, and we can show that the mind is willing to respond to them. And to ascribe kind of moral intent and trustworthiness to technological entities. But how we do that is an open question. I think that's going to be one of the big design challenges going forward.